Hello and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. And last time we did a lot. Wink. Not really. It was kind of emotional. It wasn't like oh yeah, we scored. It was like this baby is destroying herself and we have walked in on her on an inopportune moment. And also we learned about Nomiya and Sai and kind of a little bit about their deal with art. You are caught up. Things you hate. Through the grogginess of a freshly awakened mind, I can observe my surroundings. Only one thing at a time. The morning light shining from the skylight is bright and sky-colored, as it tends to be. It reflects from the white walls and the colorful posters and paintings. I hope nobody at school realizes that I spent the night here. They didn't find out the last time, so I am feeling confident about my chances. When did you spend the night there? When you were like walking around? I guess that's what he means, because he hasn't just slept there. My neck is stiff and my shoulders are hurting like hell from sleeping in an awkward position like that. I can't even remember when I fell asleep, only the full moon and Rin warm against me. Why have Blanky when have Rin? I can't remember her waking up either, leaving my side however she has. Rin is standing in the middle of the atelier, looking as if she was lost. She's not looking at anything I can see, not doing anything, just standing there. She's planning and plotting. She managed to dress up a little by herself, a strange thing. I thought that at least would have been impossible without hands. I mean, the overalls seem like they wouldn't be that difficult if you could just like manage to get your little footies through them. And then you could kind of like worm your way into the straps. I don't think that would be too bad, or at least not impossible. Hello? I get up and walk to her, patting her on the shoulder to get her attention. Hey. She flinches at the contact. I've never seen Rin flinch. She's upset. Aww. Rin looks a bit panicky, a bit anxious, a bit defensive. It's as if she were a completely different person last night. Perhaps she was. My heart drops straight down to my stomach, full of liquid nitrogen. I'm sorta sorry. Why sorry? It wasn't very tactful of me, last night. But isn't that sort of thing something you want because you like me? So blunt, I am completely baffled by Ren's approach to this. No, even if it was, I think I prefer things to go properly. Ren cocks her head, looking like she has no idea what I'm talking about. She still has this guarded feel about her, but nothing belies any real emotion. So you don't want to do that sort of thing? I didn't say that. So you do. I didn't say that either. Listen, it doesn't even matter. I just don't think it was the best thing I could have done in that situation, and I tried to apologize. I wonder for whose benefit I'm trying to come clear with these feelings. I don't even know why I'm feeling so terribly guilty. Maybe. I don't think it was a very good idea either, probably. It's like you said. We're not like that. We're friends. It was a bad idea. Maybe you should forget about it, and I will too. I'm really good at forgetting things, so it should be alright with me. I can't do that. Why? Because I like you, that's why. I told you that you shouldn't talk about that. Oh, we in trouble? Rule number 1. Don't talk about the feelings in the atelier. I don't agree. Besides, you brought it up yourself before. I hold my hand up and pinch the bridge of my nose in frustration. I have no idea how to get Rin to understand. I hate that Rin can't clearly tell what she feels about anything. I hate that she's sending these confusing signals as if she's expecting me to read her mind. She doesn't have words. She doesn't know them. That's why she do the painting, so she can communicate with people without the words. Do you hate me? She actually thinks about this for some time, and then I leave because I don't want to know if she hates me or not. I don't hate anything. I don't think I'm a hateful person. Then what am I to you? Help me understand. I try to sound as reasonable as I can, but I don't know if it will help. Rationally thinking, this is the only way to get her to understand my point of view. Problem is, rationality never was a thing for Rin. It doesn't restrict her like it restricts me. It's not her driving force. It doesn't make her behave like a normal person. I can't. The same answer. I feel so powerless. I feel so frustrated. Why? I don't think you'd understand. I'm not sure if I do. I don't think you'd understand. I'm not sure if I do. She can't explain. I feel like that's just pissing up a rope. Then explain. I can't. But I want to understand. Okay. I think that I need to understand. Is the better approach? Because then explain is just... Because she literally said that she doesn't understand. And she's not sure if she... And even if she did, we know she's not good with words. This decision feels important. I'll say I need to understand. I need to understand why. I'm not going to give up, you know. Rin's shoulders slump and she frowns. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I know. I do want to be there for you, but I can't do that unless I know how. Just let me do this thing the way I want. That's all. Fine, I don't care. Alright, Hisao, that's a little extreme. And he's frustrated, but also like, come on, you can't just take that out on her. You want to change? You wanted to destroy yourself? You want this exhibition more than anything, right? Yes. Okay, then do it. She doesn't respond or even show acknowledgement of understanding. I'm grinding my teeth together, frustrated beyond anything I thought possible. I want to grab Rin's shoulders and shake her until she comes to her senses. I look at her, and in that moment, I know with crystal clear certainty that there is nothing I can do for Rin. None of the words I know would reach her, but still. I think that, for whatever reason, you think it's important that you go this way all the way to the end, even if it's not healthy for you on many different levels. But I'll have nothing to do with it. I can't accept being treated like this and not understanding the reasons for it. I'm finished here. The full weight of what I said sinks in the silent distance between us. Rin doesn't show any reaction nor even blinks her eyes. She just stares at or through me quietly. That's fine. Her voice is perfectly calm, emotionless, like an announcement that the 7:30 train will be 7 minutes late. With those words, Rin made her choice, and I made mine. If either of us secretly wanted to change our mind, it's too late for that. I take a hard, long look at Rin, hoping that it conveys my feelings. Did I get the bad end? Did I literally choose the only option that would have given me a bad end? Without knowing whether it does or not, I leave the atelier for the last time, feeling empty and anxious like so many times before. Am I mad? Am I mad? No? Oh! I'm not mad at all. This is the next act. Well, I guess I could still get the bad end. Oh. Okay. I was expecting... Given the last ending I got, I was expecting to have the fight and then fall down the stairs and die. And that didn't happen, so I think we're on a good track so far. I make it in time for class, though not in time for breakfast. And I am hungry. The classroom is bathing in the gentle light of the sun. This means that it's going to be intolerably hot in the afternoon. For now, though, it's pleasant. I look at Misha and Shizune's animated discussion about whatever, Hanako staring out of the classroom window, Muto stumbling into the classroom 4 minutes late and with no recollection of what he's supposed to be teaching today. I could never imagine dropping out of school just like that, even if it's only for a few weeks. On the other hand, Rin doesn't seem to have a problem with the idea or going through with it. Then again, somehow I got caught along in her insane isolation, even if we ended up hurting each other. Or did we? Maybe only I got hurt. Blah. It takes me until the late afternoon to realize that today is Monday. The art club meets today. Not just that, due to the exams, this will be the last art club meeting before summer vacation. Heyo. I have no real business going there, but it's cathartic, so I do it anyway. But I want to talk with the teacher. So I end up loitering awkwardly in front of the art room, waiting for the meeting to end. That's it for this trimester, everyone! His voice is loud enough to be heard through the door and way too enthusiastic for it to be genuine. The next meeting is after summer vacations on the Monday of the first week of next term. I hope to see everyone there again. Have a nice vacation! Oh damn, that's a full classroom. There's a confused answering chorus of voices and the door to the classroom opens, releasing a flow of students. Aren't there like 6 people in that club or something? I wait for everyone else to leave so that I can talk to Nomiya alone. It's almost dinner time, so I don't have to wait too long. Nomiya's looking through the paintings, some of which are pretty nice. Are actually pretty nice. What a backhanded compliment, Hisao. Rin might outclass everyone else in the art club, but she isn't the only one with talent. So I'm gonna find me another art girl. Take that. Excuse me, teacher? What is it, Nakai? He raises his eyebrow questioningly, smiling widely. It's about Rin. We did pee-pee touch and now she doesn't like me anymore. Oh, is something wrong with Tezuka? No, but... I hesitate for a split second, not certain how to say what I want to say, giving Nomi enough time to start blabbering by himself. I saw her a few days ago when I was passing by at Sai's gallery. She said she'd get 1 or 2 more paintings done for the exhibition. I was quite pleased. She's a surprisingly hard worker. I'd always thought she was a bit lazy doing what she wants instead of the assignments. He seems to notice my anxiety and realizes he is digressing, shutting up before finishing the thought. But you had something to talk about. What is it? I don't know. She feels detached from everything, as if she can't think of anything but the exhibition. Well, isn't that good? She's focused on her painting as she should be. Yeah, but this is different. It's like she's obsessed. I went to see her and... Have you been bothering her? He cuts in before I finish saying what I meant to say, instantly looking quite irritated. No, I don't think so. I'm just concerned because she stopped coming to school completely. She feels strange, too. Stranger than usual, at the very least. Humbug! This is much more important for her than some lousy math class or physics or whatever. This is exactly why this school is so flexible, to give every student a chance to fulfill themselves. Tezuka is a painter, so she should paint, no? And have an exhibition. That's what artists do. She should be allowed to concentrate on that, not these other frivolous classes. She should be encouraged. If you think about it, it's really quite obvious. His counter-arguments are not very convincing, but I'm having a hard time trying to make any kind of rebuttal. My grudging silence is interpreted as assent, and Nomiya turns to shuffle the stack of turned-in assignments on his desk like a deck of cards. Again with the paper shuffling. This game loves shuffling papers on desks. I have to say, while we're talking about Tezuka's exhibition, I'm very excited to see how it turns out. She's still so young, yet has such wonderful skill and style. He's talking to the air to relax the mood that got a bit too negative. I take it you will be attending? Yeah, I guess so. Well, we'll meet there next. When is it? Is it soon? I take that as my cue to leave, and I do, although I'm not happy about it. Yeah, I don't think your point came across. Yeah, your message didn't get through, that's what I was trying to say the least. Why are we in the black and white classroom now? Why are we in the black and white classroom? The day after that, all the missed opportunities and things I should have said come crashing down on me. There's nothing left to do afterwards but brood. Oh, I don't like where this is going. I think I did a fucky wookie. Second day, I begin to feel anxious. I start doubting my doubt, and it feels stupid, especially since I still can't think about anything else than Ren. Some might say I'm obsessed to an unhealthy degree. Third day, Japanese exam and world history exam. Great. The thing I hate most about her is that she can make me feel this awful even though I should be focusing on entirely different stuff right now. That do be the way that it do be. Fourth day, math exam. We have a math exam. It goes how it goes. I don't care. He's little heartbreaked. Fifth day, Nomiya asks me again if I will attend the exhibition opening. I can't say no to him even though I seriously want to. I just don't want to discuss with him anything Ren related, so it's just better to take the path of least resistance. Hello? What you doing here? Fancy meeting you in, this hallway. On the sixth day, the day before the exhibition opening, I find Rin standing in the hallway in front of my room when I return to the dorms after dinner. What are you doing here? My tone is angrier than I intended. I'm a little disappointed that I was unable to restrain myself, but it can't be helped. Oof. The upset music started. Rin just stands there like she just happened to coincidentally be standing around here where she has no business being. The way she reacts so coolly to everything annoys me now. What a bitch. Not really, I love Rin. This is not good. It's been 6 days and the sight of her has me boiling. She hasn't even opened her mouth yet. She's just standing there, bitchily. Finished painting. Shouldn't you be at the gallery? Preparing? They said no. I guess the gallery owner does that part then, getting the paintings framed, hung on the walls, and whatnot. So, why are you here? I felt like it. This same old stupid pattern emerges again, me asking her questions to which she replies with answers that don't answer anything, because it's the only other way we can converse. Apart from me listening to her babbling about whatever. Why does that word vex me so? Listen to her blabbering about whatever, which isn't really a conversation. Is this a play? Are there some unseen roles that we have unknowingly set ourselves into, dictating the rules of engagement whenever we see each other, inevitably leading to us hurting each other? Her nonchalant answers, accompanied by even more nonchalant shrugs, leave me none the wiser. I guess I should be happy that the exhibition preparations are complete. Then I walk into my room. I hear her footsteps following me in. I didn't invite her in. I won't ask her to leave. Yeah, she sure did just walk up in your room without permission, and you just let her, more or less. I mean, you could kick her out. She claims my bed without asking permission, making me wish that I had taken the time to make it before I left in the morning, then stands up again as though she sat on hot coals. I half lean against the single corner of my desktop that isn't cluttered with stuff to rest my legs a bit, at least a little bit. You wanna get the fuck out of my room? Hisao is angry. Rin spends a few moments glancing curiously around my room. It makes me realize that she's never seen it before. For a moment, she actually looks like she's concentrating, trying to get everything. This must be the eye for detail that makes her an artist. Since the room is small, she quickly runs out of things to look at, but nothing else transpires, allowing the uncomfortable silence to take over the atmosphere. The mood is chilly to say the least, and both of us are on guard, waiting for the other to make the first move. Heck, of course, Ren could play this game forever, so it has to be me. So, I give up because she'd never try to open conversation, and because it seems that she wants to say something and I want to get it over with. Why else would she be here if she didn't want to talk? I don't know what to say myself. I want to be angry, but I can't bring myself to yell at her or anything. My voice catches her attention, and she tries to search for words as well, but it seems that she is not entirely certain as to why she's here either. So she gets way too close to me for as angry as I am right now, and so Ren simply takes a few steps to close the distance between us and rises on the tips of her toes to even out the height difference. It was a bad idea. Maybe you should forget about it, and I will too. Is she saying this, or is this my memory ears? It's a reflex, and almost as an afterthought, the words no, yes, and maybe simultaneously surface inside my mind. My hand is between her lips and mine, a wall that I raised to guard against something. Her breath feels warm against my fingers. The scent of her skin lingers about, the mysterious, indescribable sensation that captures me and draws my eye deep into hers. The look in her eyes is surprised, quizzical as to why the impertinent hand prevented her advances. Her eyes are really big and glistening with moisture and staring right into my own with a soft gaze that I'm having a hard time to match. Ren's half-open mouth makes her look even more confused, although the sensual way her lips are arching is signaling something completely different. Please, I need you. The words come from her throat as a coarse whisper, meant only for me, bypassing her tongue and teeth without giving them any chance to interrupt. They sober me in an instant, and I clumsily flinch back to get a little bit of distance between us, painfully scraping against my desk in the process. Maybe it's her choice of words, maybe the way she says it, but something in it puts me off. Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong again. Need me for what? All the unpleasant feelings emerge again, and I feel my heartbeat suddenly increasing at least tenfold. Ren's eyes go out of focus and back again as her body relaxes from its tense state, and she stands upright again. She's been standing this whole time, I thought. I don't think I was thinking about anything. Why do you draw patterns in that dust on your night table? There's a word for that kind of thing, but I can't remember. Her remark almost throws me off track, and I glance over her shoulder at the small table next to my bed, but I can't see anything from this distance. So she needs me for nothing specific? Just happened to come by because she thought I'd be glad to see her after she shut me out, no complaints accepted for a week? Completely altruistic motives? Felt like it? Bullshit. I can answer myself. To play mind games with whenever you want, to kiss whenever you want, to ignore whenever you want, to fulfill your whims whenever you want. Is that it? What you need for me? What you need me for? My voice is sounding very angry again, even to myself. Good. Rintu finally catches the mood, and her curious expression changes instantly to something more uncharacteristic. No. She leaves it at that, her eyes restlessly wandering around, searching the room, as if the words she tries to find were written in the tapestries of my walls. Then what? I needed to paint. Paint. Of course. That's what artists do. The words reverberate through my being, beating in my blood over the piercing whistle of my anger. Don't give me that, Rin. I'm not some damn muse of yours. free to play with for the sake of painting. I'm not some medium for whatever you aspire to. I am me. So what if I don't know anything about my future? There's things I want and things I care about. Even I can dream of things other than nightmares. I'm yelling, and I'm way past the point of caring about things like that. Rin looks down at her toes and wiggles them a little melancholically while she takes in my outburst without saying anything to defend herself. Only after I've finished does she try to respond somehow. I can't do anything else, or I can do all sorts of things, but I can't do. It's the only thing I sort of do properly most of the time. I understand completely. Art first, everything else second, or thousandth. What about me? Am I nothing? When I was interested in art, did that make you feel like I was a little interesting for a little while? Tell me, I really want to know. Did you ever think about my perspective, or is it just all you? The words rise like bile in my throat. She looks alarmed and also completely uncomprehending, as if she doesn't understand what I'm angry about. I can't believe she could be so stupid. I didn't want to. This time, it's Rin who interrupts herself in mid-sentence. Don't you understand? I can't. Can't what? You never explain. How am I supposed to understand anything if you never say anything? Why don't you ever talk? Say something! But she doesn't. Venting my anger at her feels satisfying. It feels wrong to take so much satisfaction in it, but I can't stop. Not wanting to face my anger head-on, Rin turns around to steadfastly look out of my window, even though there's nothing to look at. The worst of my ire gone, I shut up as I can't be bothered to keep on yelling at the back of her head, so silence finally returns. I try to discern some hints of her reaction through my adrenaline-distorted vision. My feedback was not the best kind, but I hope Rin got the clue that she just can't ignore everything else whenever she feels like it. I'd hate it if she didn't. I'd hate it if she didn't. She never, ever listens to anything. She's so unaffected by the world around her. Not this time, it seems. Her body is shaking like from holding back tears, but I already know that. Rin is not crying. Her indifference made me so furious. Now that it's gone, I'm at a loss. I wonder, did I go too far? Look, Go away. You're in my room! Go away, Hisao. Her voice is tiny and tired as she says this, but I hear the words clear as day. Yeah, she said go away. What is there to say anymore? This is my room. You go away. The blunt, hollow remark is a fitting conclusion for this unpleasant discussion that became an even more unpleasant and very one-sided yelling match. After a moment of collecting herself, Rin just gives up. I can see it from the way she slumps her shoulders and walks out. Even though she deliberately looks to the other direction, I can see how she's biting the corner of her lip so hard it might start bleeding if she won't stop. As she makes her exit, I realize that she left the door open when she came in, and my yelling must have echoed around the dorm hallways. I sigh. Now that she's gone, I am left alone with my guilt. As the thumping in my chest slowly subdues, anxiety replaces it. Somehow, I feel that none of this would have ever happened if not for me. No matter how infuriating, unbearable, and outrageous Rin is, she's not the Rin I thought I knew. The Rin that I expected Rin to be. Was it me who caused all this by talking Rin into taking her chances with the exhibition? Am I directly responsible for Rin becoming like she has been for the past weeks? I can't think of any other explanation for her weird behavior than the exhibition and all the things that come along with it. Maybe it was the only way that could have brought us closer, but all it did was separate us further away from each other, and now beyond the reach of either of us. I banged my head hard against the wall. Twice to make sure it hurts. Do people do that? I've heard that people do get the frustrated and they will actually like bang their head against stuff. Like, why? Okay, I will leave it off there. So, it seems as though a lot has happened for poor little Hisao, and the biggest issue I'm seeing with them is that Hisao wants Rin to be a certain way, and she's not. And that's a big issue. And I don't think it's wrong that her priorities are with art, because she just met you. Really. I mean, she's known you for like less than a year. And she's been doing art her whole life. So of course it's gonna be a priority, and you know, you have feelings and you're allowed to have them, but you can't force yourself to be a priority of someone else's life, Hisao. It's wrong. But yeah, this is interesting. I'm still not sure if I've done the right thing. This game be putting me through loops and holes. So we'll leave it off here, and I'll see everybody in the next one.